To a story that is really gaining now a lot of national attention, well, has even rather. Alicia Navarro, the missing Arizona teenager who disappeared in 2019, she was located this week after walking into a police station in Montana. And plenty of questions now still remain to try and answer some of those questions. We're going to be joined right now in the LiveNOW newsroom by Fox 10 investigative reporter here in Phoenix, Justin Lum, and he joins me now. He's been on this story. Justin, good to see you. I know this story is familiar to you, but tell us what you have learned over the course of the last 24 hours.
Well, Andrew, we are getting details slowly, but now we are learning specifically where Alicia Navarro was. She walked right into the Havre Police Department. This is a small town in Montana near the Canadian border. I am told that she wanted to be taken off the missing persons list so that she could get her ID and other important documents.
Miracles do exist, and never lose hope and always fight.
Stunned and overwhelmed by news she's waited for since Alicia Navarro ran away from her Glendale home in September of 2019. On Wednesday, Jessica Nunez reunited with her now 18-year-old daughter over a video call. Trent Steele, president of Anti-Predator Project, has been by Jessica's side working to find Alicia. How many tips have you received yourself?
If I went back and looked, well over 1,000, 2,000 maybe, and they've come in from all over the country, all over the world. And we've gotten tips from Europe, Mexico, Canada, from coast to coast, Los Angeles to New York, Seattle to Miami. I mean, we've gotten tips all over the world.
Why did Alicia end up in Montana?
Well, that's $1 million question.
A question yet to be answered. Glendale police say the teen walked into Havre Police Department, located in a small town in Montana near the U.S. Canadian border, identifying herself and asking to be removed from the missing persons list. Steele tells me Alicia wanted to get her ID and other documents, but what she's been doing since September 15th, 2019 is still unclear.
There's still a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces. And I think information's probably going to continue to come out for the next weeks, months, maybe even years.
Alicia's mother has told Fox 10 in previous reports that her daughter enjoyed online gaming and could have been lured away from home.
There was a certain point where she maybe didn't expect this to have this type of outcome. So she's pretty overwhelmed. She's trying to deal with the situation. And, you know, obviously she still has other kids at home. She still has a life to live. So she's trying to get this all in perspective and pull everything together.
A statement from Alicia's family to Fox 10 reads in part, "We want to start by saying how happy we are that Alicia has been found alive and safe. It is a blessing that after being missing for so long, Alicia can come back home. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families of missing loved ones that have not yet returned home. If there is anything that Alicia's story has taught us, is that you can never give up hope." And Havre PD in Montana will be assisting Glendale PD with whatever they need during this ongoing investigation. But again, details are slowly coming out. And from what we know, Alicia Navarro hasn't physically been reunited with her mother, Jessica, at this point.
Yeah, Justin, I guess that was my first question. I mean, is there any plans in the works right now for Alicia to come back to Glendale, Arizona from Montana so there can be this big reunion? Is that going to happen in the near term?
That's a good question. We really don't know. We do know that Alicia's mother no longer lives in Arizona at this time. But when will some sort of reunion happen? They spoke to each other via video call. Like I mentioned in the report, it was very brief, very emotional, of course, for Jessica Nunez, who has been fighting in the search for her daughter for so long. But Alicia is now 18. What she does at this point, that is going to be interesting to see. I know a lot of people are interested.
Yeah, but when her mother was still in Glendale, Arizona, I mean, this was a, community-wide search effort, trying to piece any clues or any, information together to help bring her back home. Have you heard from any of those individuals who were, instrumentally involved in this search effort? What are they saying? Are they just as shocked as everyone?
Well, via social media, we have gotten a huge reaction from people all over the country following this case. So many people invested in the search for Alicia, from journalists to podcasters, people who have tried to help share this story for Alicia Navarro's family, and I know that they are very appreciative, as well as for law enforcement as well. So definitely, I mean, once we broke that news yesterday,
yeah,
it was a huge, overwhelming amount of support. Nobody really expected this.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, just lastly, I still have this question is, you know, who helped her over the course of the last 4 years? Where was she living? Who was she in contact with? And, you know, why did she ultimately decide to walk into that local Montana police department to let people know she was okay? You know, your reporting suggests she wanted identification, you know, a valid legal ID and so forth, but there are still so many questions that remain. What are yours?
Clearly, she knew that she was missing because she said, I need to be taken off this missing persons list because basically I have things to do as far as documents and an ID. But what I'm curious to know is, where has she been this entire time? This timeline of 3 to 4 years? Has she been in Havre, Montana this whole time, 1,300 miles away from Glendale, Arizona? Who has she been with? Because remember, she was 14 years old at the time that she vanished. She turned 15 just days after. Who was responsible for her, brought her this far? Did she get there by herself? Probably unlikely. High-functioning autistic teen here, and her mother believes that during her online gaming, she had been talking to people and possibly been lured. That is something that we all hope to find out more, and will Havre police assist in some sort of investigation that becomes criminal? That is yet to be seen. Right now, Glendale PD is just trying to put the pieces together as far as the timeline, the last 3 to 4 years in Alicia's life.
All right, Justin Lum here live for us in the LiveNOW newsroom. We appreciate your reporting into this major, now national headline, and we'll talk again. Thanks so much, Justin.
Thanks, Andrew.
Okay, in the meantime, we do just want to show you some of the live looks that we have from all across the country. Before we do just that, just kind of put a bow on this story, take a look at this tweet from Justin Lum. He tweets this out, saying the family of Alicia Navarro released this statement to Fox 10, saying it is a blessing that after being missing for so long, Alicia can come back home. It goes on to say, the family thanks Glendale AZ PD, the Anti-Predator Project, local and national media, along with everyone who shared Alicia's story.